Hello all and welcome to the Basics.Academy channel. Today we are going to solve the problem of finding the highest altitude. The problem statement is there is a biker going on a road trip. The road trip consists of n+1 points at various altitudes, and we are given a gain array of length n where gain of I is the net gain in altitude between points I and I+1. We have to return the highest altitude of a point. This is a gain array having values -5, 1, 5, 0 and -7. We have to return the highest altitude. In this case, the highest altitude is 1. In short, the problem statement is we are given an array which gives us the different altitudes that the biker has achieved during his trip. And given the altitude array, we have to return the highest altitude. In this case, this is the highest altitude. How do we return that? Clearly, this is a prefix sum problem. Wherein, given the gain array, we calculate the prefix sum array for this one. Once we have the prefix sum array, from the prefix sum array, we return the max element. We can do it via brute force, such that we calculate first the prefix sum array and then we find the max from that prefix sum array. However, if we follow the brute force approach, in that the time complexity becomes big of n square. So we are not supposed to do that. Instead, we are going to use the method of prefix sum, using which we will find the maximum height that has been achieved by the biker on the given road trip. How are we going to do that? Let us try writing a program. Const get max altitude. The gain array is given as an input and we have to return the maximum altitude. We will initialize two variables, current altitude, which will start from 0. Then we will also have the highest altitude. This too will start from 0. Next step, we are going to iterate the gain array where I will start from 0. I will be less than gain dot length and then I plus plus. Inside this, first we are going to calculate the current altitude. This will be equal to gain of I. Once we have calculated the current altitude, then we get the highest altitude by using math.max pass in current altitude and highest altitude. When the loop ends, we return the highest altitude. If you watch it closely, the code at line number 6 is nothing but our prefix sum logic. The code at line number 6 is our prefix sum logic, wherein the current altitude starts from 0. So imagine this to be a sentinel array having the first element as 0. Then in the current altitude, we add the elements of the gain array. As soon as we add it, we calculate math.max given the current altitude and the highest altitude. So when this loop ends, at last, we are going to get the highest altitude. Let us dry run this code with this input. So here we have gain array is -5, 1, 5, 0, 7. When I is equal to 0, that time current altitude is equal to 0 plus gain of I is -5. So current altitude is -5. And highest altitude is the max of -5 and 0, which is 0. When I is equal to 1, In that case, current altitude is equal to -5 plus 1. So which becomes -4. And then highest altitude still remains at 0. When I is equal to 2, current altitude becomes -4 plus 5, which becomes 1. Now highest altitude becomes 1. After that, when I goes to 3, current altitude is equal to 1 plus 0, which is still 1, and highest altitude remains at 1. At last, when I is equal to 4, then current altitude is equal to 1 minus 7, which is -6, and highest altitude still remains at 1. And at last we return highest altitude, which is 1. So this is working as expected. I have already added this into the LeetCode part. So here we have largest altitude. Our function starts with current altitude equal to 0, highest altitude equal to 0. Then we have our for loop which iterates the gain array. We calculate the current altitude, then get the max of the highest altitude with the current altitude. And at last, when the for loop ends, we return the highest altitude. Let us run this code. Yes, all the test cases are passing successfully. Now let me submit this code. 80 out of 80 test cases passed. Let us run the AI analysis of LeetCode. So here it says the approach simulation of prefix sum. We have used that only. Calculating running prefix sums to track and identify the maximum altitude reached. This is our running prefix sum. Efficiency, time complexity is O of n. Code style, readability excellent, structure excellent, suggestions. Your code is exceptionally clean and follows all best practices flawlessly. Hence, in order to find the highest altitude, we have made use of prefix sum and got the answer. That's all for today. If you have learned something valuable, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.